kwaba onyame channel so da so onyame na utie mi se the community high ye bo obia no ye bibia bi ye kakra ye cover programs parties kakra Ghana First Ghana ye kuga ena niema enso high or community ye yare ne apomden ne niema bebre ye asesem so kakra ense penifo se de ahwede ba fi no or na de one san so ye de eba fi ntimi nyi bi mfu ye ni nyina kakra just to help the community ye ne ye maame ba ko one of the doctors in the Ghana community she's very knowledgeable ye na ye program different topic eda na enenso no about we are going to discuss about heart attack. How does it count? Symptoms, signs. How can you help a friend if it happens to anywherever you go? It means you baby a monk or na say heart attack natural no science class and the tear na ba sen age ni obi etimi nya bia na niam aya unya bi na na wetimi abo ye koma enso ho ban e ho asem enkomo na ye ne e ba bi didi no me natural wabo ni din da but em say boninti na obia wudin obesen bonidin bio na de enkomo da ato aso se ne enkomo ne ye ode na so person be hu na ono awo ne clinical ohwe Ghana fo bebre oka mesemese ntino so hu ye oyi a oka otiase enye se korhe brofudin bia na odi aba oji insurance uni insurance obeji obi so obeji bibia person ye bia wait me aya aboana so no wadi nchi ache na eja enchi ende wiase de ntina ma mentwa me ho na membra me ba me yine pii na de enkomode no ato aso bansa na metwa me ho no ma me fa nkabo we entwem very quick eye Ochima Association of Dallas omoye on the 17th June omoye 5th anniversary bi akwakoboa omachi ntino we fly na that screen is na edura now so I dey waba bi aboom na ya enkabo bakwa wo na ye Church of Pentecost Dallas Assembly no almost Holy Spirit Conference Holy Spirit Conference omoye forward nkrunku bebre am say 5 countries US Canada bebre na mo ba bi hie mo very big point no say ka wakoma na so around na nya adwuma na nya yare na be makon a so I dey baba aba be bo na nyame adwuma no eno abi na mo spread the word no na edo akire onim de ebe bo no sisi yare adoso yedi niam abi bre na ye maame ba ko Ghana community ma me the number be to da Sobolo say okwadwuma na say Fanta cook no ntimi no bi na so nim sanoma eja Sobolo the India ne hibiscus to ala yi no makaka bo monti the number ni bottle nice one pa bottle na that screen is no bitimi afre no program bia obeye abrona why on na hyehyɛ kama ne number ni 718-314-3238 ne bottle na da screen is no ofre na why na kama package na kama na so bitimi ano amentwa na yemfa yenkomode no ento aso twame me basia
ye frame Ohuma Afakuma kaswa onashe je na ma channel
ye usafo ye kan ho ya ba ye ne ye doctor esamba be doctor ye mo akwa bo di na no channel so bio
ye nua
yeah that's it eja wanyamre na osane ya ba bi di nkomo about heart attack ye ne wa ye diabetes into say heart attack nyame sha say o mre na ode so no amfa mo eto ode na ade bo akọ nyame sha pa into obefu di bio so bio oni mu na eja wo say doctor ni na ye de enkomo na sa
okay Dr. Lislota Deya nurse practitioner for Optimal Health Clinic
na obeka clinic ni baby e woni location no ene heart attack no se ka heart attack what is heart attack then a heart attack
yeah cause heart attack any say or heart no basically a muscle into enya injury na blood flow na wo heart ni mu no e cut off sana ya na e cause heart attack say heart attack na okay you can lose the muscle into say injury na okay aya na part of the heart no blood ni ntimi nko into say blood ni ntimi nko na no na aya na cause so benya heart attack
then it causes heart attack
heart attack can be caused by several things including age keke etimi heart attack pre-existing cardiac conditions to say bia what pre-existing conditions are predispose you to get heart attack and I say be a ubetimi enya medical condition be suddenly na no so cause heart attack no. It may happen that way if you have the predisposing factors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Symptoms sanity science no sanity.
It may be suddenly to so now chest it feels like an elephant sitting on your chest. It is only be or say be all of a sudden or send a coma or feel say elephant in a coma swa. Basically that's a very classic sign of heart attack. Also say be what is said diabetes and I say especially with women no. Sometimes when we have that classic symptoms that could be a sign of a heart attack.
And I say what you know left side it's me
yes, so especially with women, and also be with diabetes, they don't get that classic elephant sitting on the chest, no. It's me but in that form.
Okay. Chest pains, asthma is likely to into heart attack and I said
not really. Asthma is a lung issue and a respiratory issue, and a heart attack and also a cardiac issue. The main difference between those two usually will be asthma attack or because I can't breathe, the chest is tight or feels this movie air. But so be heart attack now usually no the chest no is on this side, the left side, and I say usually is sudden onset, and I say you are most likely the difference between the two with respiratory no and a cardiac no elephant sitting on my chest.
It is a right side na your and not likely to see any parameter.
It could be, but most likely not, in the sense that sometimes pain can be deferred. And they say ABA one left, no, but depending on senior nipa no, or feel say any right. Sometimes no crying, people can't even express themselves. To say be a man send a coma or him send a chest ubisane specifically say hefa untimincho umia house mia pointy house into one castle exactly what is going on. All they know is there's something not feeling right in the chest cavity. Usually in heart attack is more dominant above age 45. Ubi wo 40 echo. Na okaso what chest relating pain and abekaso most likely say heart attack. But again there are isolated cases where young people it mean a heart attack. Young adults, somebody in their 30s, somebody in their 20s can also have a heart attack. But usually no ayana any very dominant.
Okay. Yeah, now I diagnose no meaning says with me diabetes is me blood no okay A1C sugar level or high blood pressure there or already know yet me now heart eba with me say me dem heart attack cause me say we wan say no
heart attack no main thing immediate diagnose EKG if we be EKG no EKG na EKG no to me say heart attack and also any heart attack. There's specific looks on the EKG that will tell say heart attack and also any heart attack. Another way so it immediate say heart attack here blood work. Heart attack I free be troponin muscle no a release troponins into the bloodstream. Into so called ERA. Not just say blood work now bit me who say troponins no about blood mo and no just when you heart attack. Heart attack is emergency, it's a medical emergency. It is any time so now feel say elephant is sitting on your chest or feel say the slightest thing so feel so when you heart attack definitely the first thing is go to the nearest emergency room because because muscle is time. It's a medical emergency. Into quiet, honum betimi screening or heart attack, and I say when you heart attack. Depending on the nature of the heart attack, most likely now we see your procedure be a friend cardiac catheterization. Into no time you're very essential, because remember I say initially in make I say muscle not damage into blood supply no I diminished. Into say blood now call muscle now for a while ubenya death of the muscle, which is more complicated, which can lead to cardiomyopathy and a whole lot of stuff. Into a very important say feel say when you chest pain, uncontrolled chest pain, feels like an elephant sitting in your chest, definitely go into the emergency room. So emergency room almost delay with time. They will try to save the muscle. Into do cath lab, normal cardiac catheterization, normal if there's any blacker, normal your procedure. If your friend is stenting, either they'll balloon, they'll do an angiogram, or they also may to help save the heart.
Wow.
It can reoccur. First off, they try to say finding the etiology of the heart attack. No, or risk factors. No, and also here, blood pressure uncontrolled, obese. Those risk factors. No, here. I will say making sure say bit me who says the bit me a control, you be control. Not the intimate control. No, so no, no so. Usually when you had attack, they put you on medication, something like a blood thinner or benum for a while, depending on the intervention on the amount. There is not a specific food so we did and we are being a heart attack, but usually a lifestyle. Lifestyle no, and say your uncontrolled blood pressure and we here pass your be control. And I said so what diabetes uncontrolled. I was so making sure say you're controlled. Another thing is your cholesterol. Cholesterol is a big thing. Most of the time you book any so be high cholesterol. Basically blood now running through the body. Now it's a pipe sewage and blood no ensue and running through. And to say cholesterol cholesterol is uncontrolled. It looks like you have plaques, you have blockages or pipeline in him. Into blood needs to flow ye. And sometimes some of these plaques can be dislodged. It's a movie. It's a movie. It's contributed to so being a heart attack and as a stroke. And also the muscle near damaged. It can also contribute to so being a heart attack. The to me I say was here it comes back. It comes back to the source. You are what you eat. We did usually I now you're healthy. So when did when you're healthy? Until we have to know our numbers. We have to know our numbers. Or why was so blood pressure numbers say your control na say good any say your high crash still I was so now who say it's time for you to seek an intervention. I was so Pedro and I say a crash still you have to know what it is. If it's good then it's good, but still you have to know your numbers. Adia ba konso so your cholesterol I was see who your cholesterol numbers say LDL na say a higher it predisposes you to cardiovascular accidents and one has them na ye kano into also who cholesterol numbers. So cholesterol numbers here higher, that is something that you have to address. Say address nene say was somewhere DDA saturated fat aduane na yedina ya na fat ne dawson was on. Sometimes think about it take or porka home take or bloodline anymore. It can cause you to have atherosclerotic changes to your blood vessels, and it is very important say be who your numbers. So causing a drona and fan basifi a drone is counter top on its own. It doesn't help with the numbers. It helps with the numbers only when you take it. Into our someone no medrona as indicated. Saying a bay I bit me a boa so.
Wow. So now I'm going to TV in a dinner specialist and you discuss heart attack. Also say you discover or you diagnose you be here. Men federal institute and compile is a any juma. So one more and I mean so bad not to the man is as
Doctor, yet also now seems to be a heart attack. Was the immediate rescue ability the abuana say, oh, won't say only pay on now we carry now like once we carry a lose breath near you know. That instant I'm say you can do CPR but you be anyone. Apart from say only CPR now. Is there anything I beat me apart from calling 911?
Yeah, so 911 emergency definitely that should be the priority. So yes, so to me I'm making sure so breathe. So breathe they are not just so yes stable, not just so no said yeah because so breathe because he said 911 no. A bedroom so breathing so any was so me when you name CPR air cry or so me when usually so for 911 now they can walk you through the process to make sure so you is stable because it's on bedroom. So any panels are alert and oriented or kasa or ye be about or semi home family so bet me a no man aspirin so bet me a no man so me nom there then definitely you can do that. But so bet me be making sure say airway air open. It was so to me kasa it was say o to me new din komo. And see one thing you can do is so bet me ne din komo baby sign questions to keep them alert until say emergency in a bedroom.
Yeah, and she said, if you want to crash it, if you only said, yeah, or a heart attack, but on a crash, you know, who to me, a compressing a come on the left side and a cacra. So CPR be an answer.
CPR and usually near no fin. Yeah, it was landmarks. I was say CPR is not only on the heart until I was say one fin. But first thing is I was so afraid for help. Into calling for help near 911. Into so to media first call for help and offer 911 now they'll walk you through the process. To me be say nipa what is she doing? Now catch your audio. You maybe say a little bit of a history of what went on. It's all going to be very quick. It's all going to be very quick because you have to know what is going on. You can't just intervene because you want to. You have to have a little history of what is going on. Now when who send you obey. But so compress heart and that's one prayer for help. You are going to do the person more damage. And they say, compress here. What are you doing? What is your goal? I will say who say there's help coming because sometimes on by I no more AED or more attach it no more to me a shock until you don't have all that until you only no it's better for you to call for 911 not 911 bar not just some who send you on bebwan. So sometimes AED ni be or how bit me they attach it and what they attach I no be detect it the rhythm whether the person is in rhythm or is out of rhythm and then it will tell you what to do. To say Biomeka says shocky and I say do CPR. Into I know they're not just say a little bit complicated. Into the best thing now be to me for a layman and say just call for 911 and they will walk you through what to do next.
I said from a good
and also so yeah it's part of the CPR but I was so year from mana not just say with the compression you go so not just say AKK but when we are more into your phrase 911 I'm bet sure exactly what to do. I was so we woman corner in a certain position send a bear from mana a bit me down to the lungs into saying it's not done well. Health professional there I usually they are trained so they know what to do but with the only health professional I was say making sure say they are and unim they are but to friend 911 whilst they are on the phone bet me actually exactly what to do so be saying about chronic I was say yeah it was so yeah compression I was so pushy and they walk you through the whole process. That's they are trained to do that is their skill and they will tell you exactly what to do.
When you heart attack now when you survive.
A lot of people survive. Yeah.
I'm not sorry and I said by the time if you are helping the banana or met me resuscitating or met me are restored back to life.
Yeah, a lot of people survive heart attack based on the help na omubenyano. Again, time is muscle. Into the best thing is over friend 911. No, I get them straight to the emergency room. Omudru emergency room na someone who say when you heart attack, they go. They have time within 30 minutes. They have to be on the cath table. Normal koshe in the heart. No normal person beat me saving muscle na. Into more people survive a heart attack than do not. Again, it comes down to time, no. The time is of essence. Initially, no, what you can do is call 911.
Age, no, okay, you can afford
before 18.
Ubeti me, but you're very dominant. Yeah, you're very dominant. Cases near minimal. I face a family history of a prior heart attack. To sell what family member, to sell papa or uncle, umami, when you heart attack before age 55, it increases your chances of you also getting heart attack. And this is something you have to also discuss with your primary care doctor. Economy history now. Catch from the union, if you are at risk. Definitely, a cardiologist. Cardiologist now they'll do more testing. Almost free to say cardiac stress test and I say echocardiogram. We yes our test now almost check it to make sure say who need any blockages and to say almost yet to say stress test no who say be a possible blockage then they'll take you to the cath lab. Normal question will heart and making sure say arteries ni nya clear so ne be ya e be prevent you from having a heart attack.
Broken heart, when you broken heart, I say although you come here and can lead to heart attack.
Broken heart can will make you depressed, will make you anxious and all that. Yes.
And broken heart no in heart attack.
Wakuma no will suffer, but it won't cause it's like a standard to say classic heart attack. You will go through a lot of stress. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh, you broken heart, and you heart attack. Well, when you
it can help your heart. Everything I bought, I say, I will never.
Enyanya bit me dino enyanya healthy food choices. Eduane be lower your cholesterol. Eduane bit me lower your blood pressure. That's how we can actually help our heart. Eduane bit to say avocado a very high in rich fat. Fat, but fat is very rich. Into do avocado that can help. Almost a study also shows and said dark chocolate seems to help the heart. But and yet baby, a little bit of it. Don't indulge yourself in it. A little bit of dark chocolate can also help with that as well. Otherwise, just taking good care of yourself. I mean, exercising as much as you can. Walking, cardiovascular to say walking, cardio exercise is very great. Walking, utimi treadmill is great. Utimi kwa bontin ko walk good. Utimi electrical, betimi stairs, any cardio exercise, no, that helps a lot with the heart.
Oh, okay, good. I feel Martini and Gina Michano, your baby and common eye, the baby, and Dr. Liz and Ekasa. Doctor, we find out ways to the community, means I wanna boy and mobile, and maybe a person, a foot to be the place of the Magan and Libya or Shobia.
Definitely, Mr. Musa will be answering. We all have one body. We have only one heart. You need paduane ba kope inti embo modin se betimi ahwe so ye. Ye hwe ni paduane hu eboso ye aya na ye ahoden ade opeso ye na aya na wutimi ye. Inti Mr. Musa mokosi ne mama aduru na mama njainom. Mo be jainom amone mo doctor and discuss. There might be another option available for you. Chense wankasa do pebija ye dro de no and afi so ya mo nko check up check up na hu hia pa check up na no say ye kwa no akohwe sese bibi nko yi na chese ya follow up ho na chese ye hu ne ntem ansa ye problem wo konso ne ka se mo nko follow up Mr. Maya momodi ana mo nko follow up no na chese mo make sure say mo ye healthy because our health ya na eboa ne ma bebre
yeah doctor say we nyina china still hia mo na specific be hu a location enfa na wo na number person de to do say the komo ayedi you be the na so person follow up with you no person ye ni PCP they are with me hu with me the location
me wo Mansfield me address near 214157 North Mansfield Texas 76063 address no and our phone number no say 817-813-8055 817-813-8055
24 said the diacosi any p3 and I remember me kwani e dey nkomo no edu say yo de na yo wetin na superma wetin dey comment ashe comment section ho bibi apese ka ho asem no or ha say our Ghana community no be research no we ya discussion ya to ache and maka cho research na to na o hwe book nkura na o kana we ense onim de o ye say Fausika bra na midi keke da bi nkwa ene ho hia no me sa bon kai bi say ye Church of Pentecost ye 21st July to 23rd July conference, annual conference now forward a big hoa munina umrana omu inviting so be embrana munirana yeni nyame aye na nyame waye ne ma bibre amaye sanso na ye Ochima Association DFW almost omoye 75th anniversary no 17th June in temre ho na say o ye kwan a bana bebo na yi on aye mobo say dey work on community man no mo for do entna sa ene nyamepe aha na mreba me yakwa yakram ebesen share you bye.
Hi, my name is Ajwa Kosan and you're watching Jinyami channel. Go subscribe.